The past 100 years of human history will surely be known as the age of communication. Never before in time have technological advances been so rapid in bringing human beings closer to one another. One is wonderstruck at man's ingenuity and enterprise in the manner in which distances have collapsed. Today, we not only manage to reach one another using the marvels of travel technology, mastering the earth, sea, air, and even space, but also send out our thoughts, ideas, and information through words and images in a millionth of a second across wide expanses of distance to a single individual or to hundreds and millions of people. Mass communication. Welcome to this absolutely fascinating world of endless wires, undersea cables, geostationary satellites, handy telephones, supercomputers, and liquid crystal screens. Come into this exciting world of bright and innovative men and women engaged in communicating with the world, generating news, views, information, and entertainment, and taking it to the people. Today, mass communication is an important academic discipline to study the various means by which individuals and entities relay information to one another. It concerns the study of the manufacturing, distributing, and reception of large quantities of information across great distances, reaching the remotest corners of the earth. The mass transmission and reception of messages in the technology-enabled modern world is a complex and varied subject that requires proper training and imparting of skills for one to master it. In today's world, access to knowledge and information is power. Our country, as it aspires for its global position of economic, social, and political strength, needs to create a large human resource base of qualified experts in this field of journalism and media studies for mass communication to be useful and meaningful. There is an urgent requirement for trained individuals who will be able to take news, views, and information to people across the country and the world using the latest technology and methods. The Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU, as we all know it, one of the world's largest open universities, providing distance education to millions of students in the country and abroad, now offers to its students courses in media studies and journalism through its newly launched School of Journalism and Media Studies.
Indira Gandhi National Open University started a new school of journalism and new media studies. We are trying to identify the global things which are happening in media, and then try to provide the knowledge and skills to people in the country for making use of media for development. And the overall objectives of the school is to develop the right kind of human resources, and then to provide workplace education in the field of journalism and new media.
This is IGNOU's initiative to impart academic training in journalism and mass media to students across the country and abroad through carefully coordinated courses and programs. The school offers a basic diploma course in digital imagery and a certificate course in digital filmmaking. It offers a Bachelor of Arts degree in 3D animation and visual effects, postgraduate degrees in journalism and mass communication, and in electronic media and production management, and also provides opportunity for PhD level research programs in journalism and media studies.
School of Journalism and New Media Studies has been established in 2007, and main aim of the school is prepare good academic program for media professionals and develop some practical training modules for media professionals. And for researchers, we are developing many need-based research program as well as PhD program also.
Mass communication as a discipline is usually related to newspaper and magazine publishing and radio and television broadcasting. At IGNOU, the School of Journalism and Media Studies will focus on 4 key components of this discipline. They are print journalism, radio journalism, electronic media production, and finally, the cyber world of web journalism. Print journalism is the oldest form of journalism and contains within it the basic tenets of all forms of journalism. The print media has grown immensely in the past few decades, and its growing interaction with global market forces has changed its character dynamically. As the newspaper increasingly competes with the television and the internet as the chief conveyor of news and information, it adopts modern technology and engages some of the most talented men and women as reporters, editors, and technology experts. The written word has its own value, and what we read in the newspapers in the morning goes a long way in creating an opinion in our minds. The history and the art of newspaper and magazine publishing remains one of the most attractive aspects of any course in journalism.
The School of Journalism and New Media Studies was created to cater to the ever-increasing demand of the media professionals, and so to say trained media professionals who have some kind of practical experience, hands-on experience. The course is offered in collaboration with the Electronic Media Production Center, which has got the state-of-the-art facilities as far as radio and TV productions are concerned. Here we have full-fledged audio and video studios, and a lot of broadcasting is also taking place from this division.
The radio remains to be one of the marvels of modern communications system. After all, it is the original precursor to the many forms of wireless communications that hum and buzz the electronic world. Broadcasting on the radio is very different from printing news in newspaper. Yet, some of the basic elements like news gathering, reporting and editing are very much a part of radio journalism. If length is an important determining factor in the print media, time is the essential component of radio journalism. With more and more FM radio stations coming up, there is greater competition to grasp the listener's attention, and creative and innovative professionals who have mastered the art of radio journalism are greatly in demand.
One of the efforts that we have taken is that of the community radio. We've launched a certificate program in community radio, and we recently conducted a training program in Guwahati in the northeast for using community radio as a means of creating public awareness about what is happening, a sense of civic responsibility, and how the local community can take ownership over issues and disseminate information. So I think the community radio is a very powerful medium.
To conduct courses on the electronic and the web media, the School of Journalism and Media Studies will be greatly supported by the IGNOU's in-house Electronic Media Production Center, popularly known as the EMPC. The EMPC has state-of-the-art electronic equipment for production of various programs suited for the electronic media, and also provides advanced satellite communication systems for both television broadcasting and internet-based programs. Increasing number of channels on television has generated an enormous need for professionals in television journalism and electronic media producers. For journalism and mass media courses on electronic media production, the EMPC will be of great support in introducing and training students into the technology of digital filmmaking, editing, sound, and other electronic media production related activities. At the EMPC, which is engaged in broadcasting programs through the EduSat, Gyan Darshan, Gyan Vani, and the Doordarshan, it will be an opportunity for the students to avail of the resources, to have a real first-hand experience of the technicalities of distribution of information on a mass scale across the world. With the increased role of the internet in delivering news and information, media studies now focus on the convergence of publishing, broadcasting, and digital communication. The new emerging sector of web journalism provides for an exciting world of cyber communication.
There are several thousands of journalists working in the print media, electronic media, a number of other related private and public initiatives. it is very important that they should make use of the modern technologies for disseminating the ideas of journalism and also creating the right kind of human resources. We have tied up with Deutsche Welle Academy, which is a leader in making use of the new media for journalism, and this collaboration is for capacity building of the faculty and also for training journalists.
In collaboration with the Deutsche Welle Academy of Germany, the School of Journalism and Media Studies conducted a very successful workshop on the web technology and online journalism. Supported by eminent speakers, the workshop was an important initiative of the school to launch itself into the teaching of web journalism in the distance education mode.
I think one challenge has been the differences between journalism as it's practiced in the West and the East. There are some big differences just in the writing and how stories are structured. That's quite challenging for us. I think it's very interesting for us to see how others work. That's one challenge. Another thing, of course, is the technology. You're always dependent on if the technology is functioning, but also because you have such a wide variety of tools out there that it's impossible to really cover them all. So it's just because the pool is so large, you can only cover a small part of it. So what we've done in this course is try to pick the biggest tools, the most popular tools out there, and then journalists who are more interested in going into more depth or finding out other things that are out there, they can explore that on their own.
In India, still the online penetration is not as high as in some of the European countries and American countries like US, Germany, and France and England. So we need to improve our online journalism thing. So actually this is a very good course, and we are doing a lot to introduce new trend in online journalism.
I think this is a change in my life. It is a milestone in my life. I worked for 25 years for the print media, and this is my first encounter with online journalism. So I hope I will change myself.
After attending this workshop, I feel that I am well equipped now because I am a trainer. I am training my colleagues in All India Radio. So after learning how to use multimedia and how to use audio, video and photographs in creating our blogs and using these multimedia in journalism. So after attending this workshop, I can design my own training courses for my people, and I can train them effectively, and it will be very useful to me and to my colleagues too.
I think it is necessary for every journalist to have the online journalism, to have gone through, but I am very thankful to IGNOU and Deutsche Welle that they have organized, and it is the first kind of workshop in my life I have seen, so it is necessary for everyone.
I'm coming from Saudi Arabia, operational partners of IGNOU in Saudi Arabia. So we would like to do a similar course, as I was discussing with Professor Shambhunath also, that we would like to do a similar course in Saudi Arabia also. So for this reason, like before starting something, we should know by ourselves like how this course is gonna be.
We have actually memorandum of understanding with Deutsche Welle Academy, like similar program, this online journalism, and we are going to take up another training program that is also similar program, like media management, and one program is trainers training program. So for 3 program we are going to do with Deutsche Welle. We are going to start program in animation, that is with MAC, My Academy of Cinematic, Mumbai's firm. We are going to do that.
In a private sector and public sector cooperation, the school has also tied up with the Maya Entertainment Limited for the students to learn 3D animation for a professional career in the fast-growing field of animation filmmaking.
MAC and IGNOU have recently done a tie-up, which is an exclusive tie-up for a degree program, which we are offering by the name of BA in Animation and Visual Effects. This program is delivered by all MAC education centers, that is all nationwide and even internationally also, by the state-of-art facilities which we are providing to our students. This is really beneficial for the students who are actually not in metros, but the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. The students are also going to do this kind of courses, which are really beneficial for their future, and also for the students who want to pursue their degree courses in animation.
With the increasing use of animation in the media and the animation film market growing rapidly, it is not only important to learn and master the techniques of animation, but also how it is to be used effectively in the media.
The future of animation industry in India is quite bright, because the exposure we are getting in the global industry, Indian animation industry is rising day by day, not just in the terms of money and outsourcing. We are making our own story, our own creativity is being shown in the movies.
My course is AD 3D Plus, and this is a full animation course, duration 18 months, and it has many categories like modeling, texturing, lighting, animation and rigging, and I'm very much interested in animation. Right now I'm doing Maya software, in that I'm doing lighting.
Well, it's a great step towards the development of animation in India today. We were looking forward for support of governmental organization or universities for these kind of courses. As of IGNOU has taken really a good step to be there with MAC, as of the reputation of MAC, which is existing for more than 10 years now, and we have been serving a lot of animation courses since this time. So I think this is going to give a great platform to students.
The various courses offered are BA in 3D Animation and Visual Effects, MA in Electronic Media Production and Management, Certificate Program in Digital Filmmaking, MA in Journalism and Mass Communication, Diploma in Computer Generated Imagery, PhD in Journalism and Mass Communication. At the basic level, the school offers a 6-month certificate program in digital filmmaking.
Two more programs possibly for training of the trainers, and another program in journalism itself. With these few words by way of introduction about what happened during the program, I'd like to congratulate the participants for their shall I say, attendance adhered to completely, the practical work that they have done, and the diligence with which they have attended the entire program.
We must remember that print, there was both information and communication before print. It was oratory. There was knowledge. Print did not destroy oratory, otherwise, or even speeches, otherwise we would not be here. Radio did not destroy print. Television did not destroy radio. And internet is not going to destroy print. It's not going to destroy newspapers. What will happen is that it will change the understanding that we have of our present media.
Indira Gandhi National Open University is the university which is making use of media, all sorts of media for education and development, maximum in the whole world. We have the largest education broadcasting system in the world. I understand that the participants are from the non-governmental organizations, from the media industry, from the different newspapers, and of course from the academic side also. A few students of journalism are also there. Online, whatever, print, electronic media, the new online capabilities, World Wide Web, all these are tools. It is probably a tool to the journalist. And what probably we have to say is that journalism, the culture of journalism, the courage of journalism should not be lost in making use of any of these tools.
The School of Journalism and Media Studies is IGNOU's latest endeavour to keep pace with the changing world and its demands. As the world gets smaller, people come closer to one another and share information, and the society becomes information-rich. The transforming of the world into one big family of shared and common interests attains greater pace. IGNOU's latest initiative is indeed, in that sense, revolutionary.